Hi everyone and welcome back to Interview Chronicles Season 4. Today we are in the 11th episode of the series and we have Adit here with us who has been recently placed at Sabre as a part of his campus placements at VIT. He is here to share his interview experience with us, but before we talk to him, let's look at the eligibility criteria for this company. So, all students belonging to computer science, IT, and circuit related branches were eligible provided they had a 70% or a 7 CGPA in their 10th, 12th, as well as in their pursuing degree with no standing arrears. Now, let's go ahead and talk to Adit and understand his experience interviewing for Sabre. Hi Adit, firstly, welcome to my channel and congratulations on your placement. So, would you like to introduce yourself first?
Thank you, and thank you for having me at your channel. So, my name is Adit, and I'm currently a final year student at VIT Vellore, specializing in computer science engineering. I'm from Agra. So, throughout these 3.5 years of experience in college, I have worked with a variety of web technologies like the MERN stack and Next.js. I've also worked at DRDO.
Okay.
So, 2 weeks back, I got placed at Sabre, and I'll be joining them as an intern next year. So, that's all about me.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. You can now tell us about the placement process, like how many rounds were there and what they comprised of.
So the entire process for Sabre was of 2 days. So first on the first day we had the pre-placement talk,
Okay.
and immediately after that we had the OA.
Okay.
So OA had was offline. Basically, we had to give from our college labs. It consisted of 45 questions.
Okay.
So in the 45 questions we had topics like OS, DBMS, networks, CN, then cloud, OOPS,
Okay.
then debugging, and basic other aptitude questions.
Right.
And there was negative marking involved as well, so you had to be very careful to attempt the questions. If you're not sure, better to skip it.
Okay.
And after that, we had two coding questions, lead code medium level.
Okay.
So the first one was on DFS. So it was basically to move from the top left cell to bottom right cell, and like lead code unique paths question basically. And the second question was array question basically. So you have numbers like 4212. So the last digit represents the previous two digits, and the
Okay.
remaining number is applicable as the base. So 4212 will become 4 to the power of 21. So for both the questions, for the first question, I solved all the test cases, and in the second question, two test cases were not passing. I don't know for what reason, and that was the case for majorly all students here.
Okay.
In the very same evening, we got a call that we have been called for the next round, the next day. So the interview began, and we had three rounds: the technical, managerial, and then HR. So my technical round was one-on-one again offline. It went for 1.5 hours, and I was asked questions on again computer fundamentals, DSA, SQL, along with some basic questions on why Sabre, like some background questions as well.
Right.
And surprisingly, a question was asked on physics as well. Actually,
Okay.
my interviewer had asked me what was your best subject in school. So I mentioned physics. So he gave me a
Okay.
physics question to solve,
Okay.
and a puzzle was asked. So the interview was smooth, and immediately after that, I was called for the managerial round. So the managerial round basically focused on situational questions,
Right.
some tech stack, and extracurricular. So what I felt the key to clear the managerial round was to convince the interviewer that yes, you are willing to learn new stacks, be flexible, and not just be there for your niche.
Right.
After that, this was in evening, and after that, I was called in night around 7:30 for the HR again physical. We had questions on my background questions, why Sabre, why VIT, my opinion on masters, and like 5 to 10 minutes questions, like round, and then around 9 o'clock in the evening, we were told the results.
Right. Okay.
So that was the process.
Okay, that's great. Congratulations again,
Thank
and
you.
thank you for sharing your experience. Do you have any suggestions or anything that you would like to share based on your experience?
So, throughout these college years, I have learned a few things. That first, CGPA does matter. For any junior who is watching this video, CGPA is important. You should
Right.
maintain a CGPA of 9 and above to at least get shortlisted in the companies, because college just do have that CGPA cutter, they say like 7 or 6, but when you have a huge population, there is a high chance that CGPA will play a big factor. Apart from that, maintain a balance. Like engineering years, you have to maintain a balance on DSA, your site skills, extracurriculars, and CGPA, and academics. Like you have to be versatile everywhere, and find a group, find a friend circle which is good, positive, and motivates you, pushes you every day, because that will help a lot in your placement season as well as while preparing for placements.
Right.
And lastly, since I have given multiple OS till now, I was in summer internship drive as well, where I could not crack an internship, but it taught me a lot. So
Right.
don't be stressed. Just keep on working, because there is a high chance that luck will play a big factor. And despite performing well in the tests,
Right.
you might not be called for the interviews. So we have to be consistent and keep on working every day, grinding DSA, everything.
Right, right. Okay. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your experience and for your suggestions. I'm sure it's going to help many people. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Thank you all for watching. If you did like this video, if you found this helpful, please do like, share, and subscribe. And all the best on your placements. Thank you all for watching.